Our guest tonight is former WWE champion, The Miz. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing awesome, man. It's not every day you get to be in Denver, Colorado, performing in front of a bunch of people, so I'm pretty good.
Awesome. You're a guest starring on USA Network's hit comedy series Sirens this Tuesday, February 3rd. You are portraying an obsessive gym goer named Lance. What kind of character should the fans expect, and describe your experience on the set of the show?
All right, here's what I want you to imagine. My character is basically like this. When you go to a gym, the guy grunting in the gym, the guy that's wearing compression pants and has barely anything on, that's always staring at himself in the mirror, checking out his muscles, flexing, that is the character that I'm portraying right now. So it was a lot of fun. I've been in a lot of gyms and I've seen a lot of these characters. So it was a lot of fun to play. And the cast of Sirens is just so cool and so fun. You know, they brought me in. Sometimes when you do a guest starring role, it's very hard to come in because, you know, these guys all know each other and you don't know anybody. But they made me feel like part of their family, which made me very comfortable on set. And that's number one, like acting 101, to be comfortable and relaxed. And they made me feel like that. And we had a lot of fun. You know, it's going to be a great episode. The show is amazing. Like, you know, this year, Psych is no longer on, and I feel like Sirens kind of has taken over where Psych left off. Psych was such a great show, fun show, interesting show. I also got to guest star on that show. But now Sirens is kind of taking over that funny comedy, really interesting, cool, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
MJ, next question?
Yeah, when you appear on a TV show like Sirens or when you star in a movie, how does that translate and help you in terms of being a WWE superstar? What things are you able to take away from those experiences and kind of apply to your craft?
Oh, sure. You know, anytime you get to be, you know, acting with different actors, it's a whole new experience. You learn so much about yourself, so much about different things. You know, acting on a movie set is very different than acting in the WWE, because WWE, we're performing for everybody in that arena. There's 18,000 strong, you know, cheering or booing you. You know, when you're on set, you know, you just have maybe 20 people there, you know, the cameramen, the lighting people, the directors, and no one's chanting, "You suck." So it's a completely different experience. You know, you get more than one take. You got to do a bunch of different camera angles. So you kind of take what you learn from every experience and you just bring it back to the WWE. And what I learned was that, you know, you in acting and in doing stuff for film, you know, you get a bunch of different takes, but in live TV you get one. So it's just a really good time.
BG, next question.
Miz, you're one of WWE's go-to superstars for media tours. You appear on nearly every show while also filming movies and TV shows such as Sirens on USA. Being on the road so much, do you ever have time for yourself? And is there something you enjoy doing on the road when you do have time to take a break?
I mean, time to myself is being in the WWE. You know, we are on the road 250 days a year. We're traveling. You know, the media stuff is a blast. Like, I enjoy going to, you know, these different locations and going over all the media that we do. It's a blast for me. So time to myself, I don't need it. You know, I'm young. I'm having fun, and as long as I'm having fun, I don't need time to myself. You know, I want to work as much as possible because I enjoy what I'm doing.
Recently, you've been working with Damian Mizdow, one of the most entertaining storylines in the company. The fans have really bought into the stunt double gimmick and love it, but there was some serious tension teased at the Royal Rumble. What does the future hold for Miz and Mizdow, and how much longer do you see the relationship lasting?
It's funny that everyone seems to see this tension brewing between Mizdow and myself. The fact is, Damian's a stunt double. You know, what was he doing before he met me? He was doing nothing. He was crazy. He was barely on TV. He's never had a championship, but since he's been with me, I've brought him to the promised land. I have made him relevant. I have made people cheer for him and love him. And the reason why they're cheering for him is because he's an extension of me. If you watch him, he's doing everything that I do. So in a sense, everyone is cheering for me. So teasing this, that, and the other thing, as long as Damian stays the way he's doing what he's doing, then that's completely fine with me because he knows his place and knows where he stands. If he starts thinking that he's better than his place, then we'll have some problems.
MJ?
Yeah, you and Mizdow have consistently been one of the best parts of WWE programming over the past several months, largely because of the dynamic you guys have and also how the crowd reacts to it. So if you could, talk a little bit about why you guys are able to play off each other so well, and how you're able to help each other in terms of furthering your characters too.
It's because I can play off of anyone. I'm an amazing actor as well as sports entertainer. I'm a seasoned vet. I've been in WWE for 10 years, and I can make everybody look good. And that's exactly what I'm doing with Damian right now. I'm making him look like $1 million. I am making him look like the star, that he could finally be, But the problem is, if Damian decides that he's a bigger star than he really is, then he's going to have a problem. Because if you look at anyone that's been attached to me as a tag team partner, where are they at now? What are they doing now? Look at where Alex Riley is. You think he wants to be, in just the pre-show? No, every superstar wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania and do the things that I've done. But if they overstep their boundaries, then they're going to have a problem. And as long as Damian doesn't overstep his boundaries, then he'll be okay.
BG?
Miz, I grew up and still am a big fan of the real world and the challenge and rooting for you to beat everybody. With WWE recently announcing 1 million subscriptions for the WWE Network and always looking for fun and original content, do you think WWE should hold its own version of the challenge, pitting WWE superstars against each other? And if you do, what type of format would you like to see, and who would win, even though we do know that you would win?
That would be a very, very interesting show. It'd be a lot of fun. Back doing when I did the Real World, that was so much fun back then. I was in my 20s. I got to go to these exotic locations and perform these incredible just challenges. And to bring it to WWE would be incredible. Obviously you'd have to get BMP to do it. Buda Murray, the production company that does the challenges, because they know exactly what they're doing. And I'm so proud of the WWE Network and what it's accomplished. 1 million subscribers in the time that it's been around it's just incredible. And I love the content. I think that WWE is doing a fantastic job with keeping it new and relevant, as well as giving you everything that you want to see. Like, I want to see the Monday Night Wars. I remember those growing up, as a teenager, and now I get to watch them whenever I want, however I want on the WWE Network. So I think everyone has a great opportunity this month to check it out if you haven't, because it's free.
Well, speaking of the WWE Network, WWE recently announced the return of Tough Enough. You're one of the first and most successful stars of the show. Do you think bringing the show...
most successful star.
The most... I'm sorry. The most successful...
Yeah, get it right. What are you doing?
Sorry, I don't know.
Has anyone else ever been a WWE champion from Tough Enough? No. Has anyone else ever main evented WrestleMania? No. Has anyone else ever done 3 incredible, impactful movies, as well as starring and being on the Sirens tomorrow at 10:30? No one has. So I will take the trophy of the most successful Tough Enough contestant.
Right,
He's the Marine, damn it.
I will never.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think? Okay, back to the question. Do you think bringing the show back was the right move for the company, and what are some of the benefits and disadvantages of participating in Tough Enough?
I only see benefits, to be honest. You look at me. I was a person, trying to make it to the WWE, trying to get there, and it's difficult. It's hard, and putting a show like Tough Enough on air, you get to see what people have to go through to make it into the WWE, and then that's just part of it. That's just the beginning ground. They don't even tell you about the middle and the end game. So I think it's a great opportunity for people and fans to really appreciate what the WWE superstars go through on a daily basis. And I love the show. The show gave me an opportunity to become a WWE superstar, and I thank that show every day, because if that show wasn't there might not be a Miz.
Mike Chiari?
With the Royal Rumble in the rearview mirror now, the focus in WWE is now firmly on WrestleMania and the build toward it. There obviously aren't any guarantees right now aside from Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns. But for you personally, what are you hoping for, and what are you expecting to do at WrestleMania this year?
Everybody wants that moment, that Monday after WrestleMania that everybody's talking about. Everyone saw a moment at the Super Bowl yesterday where, Butler got that amazing interception and won the game for the New England Patriots. That's the kind of moment that you want. Now, did he get the MVP? No, he didn't. But people are talking about Butler, and that's what I'm doing. Like right now, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, that's probably going to be the main event. So obviously I can't take that, but I can make sure that I have a moment that everybody remembers and is talking about that next Monday morning. And that's what the goal is.
BG?
Miz, you've already been in the main event of a WrestleMania, which also included one of your all-time favorites in The Rock. If you could wrestle one person in a WrestleMania main event, would it be The Rock or somebody else?
Yeah, right now, I mean, I would love to wrestle The Rock. You know, it'd be movie star versus movie star. You know, obviously, I'm a better actor than The Rock. I will be a bigger movie star. I just need to find those couple movies that really elevate me. I'm basically building my tape and building my resume right now to get to that level. Obviously, Rock is a little older than me, and once he's you know, he's going to do great, but I imagine I'll be bigger. I'll be the one hoisting up an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Golden Globe, as well as the WWE Championship if we ever do get in that ring.
Mike Chiari?
You headlined WrestleMania 27. You retained the WWE Championship against John Cena. You had a lot of interaction with The Rock along the way. And those are obviously all things that nobody can ever take away from you. But as a performer, what do you believe you need to do in order to get back to that level and get back in contention for WWE's top prize?
You know, everyone always has different answers for that type of question. I think there's a lot of things that are involved in getting to the main event of WrestleMania, and it starts like with me when I first was going towards the main event of WrestleMania. I felt the elevation, and I kept feeling every time I would do something, it got better and better and better. And right now, I'm feeling like I'm in those beginning stages once again. So it takes a while to build and build and build till you get to that main event of WrestleMania. So my plans are obviously this main event is basically already kind of set in stone, if you will. So I'm looking forward to the next WrestleMania to build and build and build and get bigger and bigger and just keep making entertaining television where people are captivated by The Miz and what I'm doing, and they always want to know what I'm doing and what I'm going to say whenever I'm out there.
BG, final question?
Miz, you spoke about Tough Enough earlier. Do you still feel that you're trying to prove yourself to fans, but more importantly to other wrestlers in the locker room because your journey to the top was so unconventional?
Every day of my life is a fight. I don't think I'll ever get the respect that I deserve in the WWE. I'll never go to the Philadelphias or the New Yorks and get cheered or have them chanting, you know, Miz is awesome or this, that, and the other thing because they just don't like me. They don't respect me. They don't respect the way I got to the WWE, even though they respect people whose daddy got them into the company, which I find amazing to me. But, you know, I felt like I did the right path. I did everything right, and obviously I did everything right because I'm the one that's being successful and I'm the one that's proving everyone wrong. And so I enjoy the negativity that I get because I generate positivity out of it and use it as adrenaline and energy to basically go out there and perform the best of my ability.
A huge thanks to WWE superstar The Miz for coming on the show. Don't forget to catch USA Network's hit comedy series Sirens every Tuesday, but especially this Tuesday, featuring The Miz on the show. Tell the fans where they can support you, man.
And I'm telling you, man, that show, Sirens, is really, really good. If you haven't seen it, definitely pick it up. Try to find the season 1 is really, really good. You can get that on iTunes or anywhere. And I would definitely recommend watching this episode. You're going to really enjoy it, and I guarantee you'll be a lifelong fan, not only of The Miz, but of Sirens as well on USA at 10:30 tomorrow. And thank you guys very much. You can see me at Mike The Miz on Twitter and as well as Instagram. And thank you guys so much. Great interview. And look forward to Marine 4 Moving Target, my movie coming out early in spring. It should be really, really good, and I think you guys will be really proud of it. So thank you guys very much. Great interview. I'll see you guys on the flip side.
Yeah, despite yelling at me, thank you for your time, Miz. We really appreciate it, man.
Thank you for doing that,
everyone.
Thank you so much.